Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows. My name is Melody. Today is July 27th. Let me move this card out of the way. Today is July 27th, 2021. And we go live every morning, Monday through Friday, the daily lives if you are new to the channel. All right, so I have to do it off my phone for a time, but that's okay because there's a benefit. There's a benefit sometimes when you got to do things in a different way. So that's kind of how I'm looking at the situation is I have to do this a different way for a time being. It's okay because my phone, I actually can see the chat with my phone. So that is a good thing. So if anybody chats or says anything, I don't have to rubberneck. I can just see it right on my live stream. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So again, today is July 27th. 7 for the month of July. 27 adds up to a 9. So 20 or 7 plus 9 adds up to a 16, which reduces down to a 7. And 2021 adds up to a 5. So 7 plus 5 adds up to a 12, which reduces down to a 3. So threes are about standing in your authenticity. Threes are about expressing yourself in a very authentic way. It's about having, our angels and our spirit guides around us, enveloping us with their wings, showing us some love. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over a little bit of the planetary action that we have going on. Well, the sun is currently in Leo. It's been in Leo now for about 5-6 days. The moon is still in Pisces. There's a couple of different things that caught my attention. Jupiter is retrograde in Pisces in 0 degrees. So that means tomorrow Jupiter will be retrograde in Aquarius with Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So there's two different signs or two different planets that are retrograde in the same sign. So the other thing that caught my attention was the sun being in 4 degrees, 44 minutes of Leo, 444. So there's a synchronistic event. Okay. Lilith, yesterday was in 0 degrees Gemini. Lilith is currently now 1 degrees in Gemini in 0, like 1 minute. I think that's what that means. And then Neptune is retrograde in Pisces, 22 degrees, 56 minutes. Okay. So when I look at the planetary situation, I also pay attention to the numbers because, our whole life is made up of numbers from the time we are born until the time we die. So our whole life is made up of a synchronistic of version of numbers. All right. So, with the moon in Pisces, the moon is in the waning gibbous form, and it is still in Pisces. So what that means is we need to have an attitude of gratitude. We need to be grateful. We need to be patient. We need to be a bit passive. If you're waiting for something to happen, it's about divine timing, right? Be passive and patient just to see what happens. Be perceptive of your surroundings. Be aware of what's happening around you. And if you're in a creative mode, and you're in search of something to do creative, or you're in search of something about your spiritual path, it will benefit you. All right. Which brings me to yesterday. I've been creating jewelry and selling it online for those of you who don't know that. For those of you who are new to the channel, well, yesterday it was a pretty rough day for me. I had a couple things happen that were very triggering, so I just decided to go outside, let it go. I sat down on the ground, I released some stuff, And then I come back in and, I started, trying to think with a little bit clearer head. And I sat down and I channeled my energy and created some more jewelry. So I do have some new pieces that I will be showing. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on Freebie Friday or if I'm just going to go ahead and do like an Instagram post. I've been thinking about that as well. So that's a little bit about the moon phases and what caught my attention. So we, over the next couple of days, there's going to be some shifts. The moon will be moving into Aries. The Mars will be moving into Leo. So there's some different things happening. We'll discuss that when the time comes. So that's just about today. What caught my attention was the sun, 4 degrees, 44 minutes, Leo. That synchronistic number of 444. All right. So let's go ahead and go over the daily affirmations. So we have the affirmation of spiritual health happening. This is the category they want to talk about today. And it is, I am open and receptive to the healing power of divine love. All right. So what does that mean? Well, look at the tree. What do you think of when you see a tree? What I think of is things that are rooted deep within us, things that perhaps we were taught, things that we are clearing from our ancestral lineage, because when you plant a tree, it doesn't grow overnight. Sometimes it takes hundreds of years to get big and tall and strong, and, even though we do reincarnate, sometimes we have to reincarnate, we have to come through somewhere, right? Through our ancestors. So I feel like Spirit is telling us to open ourselves up and be receptive to the healing power of the divine through our ancestral lineage, through the universe, through our angels. So it's about our spiritual health today. So let me put that card right there. Spiritual health. Yep. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, I just knocked off a heart. Knocked something off. I don't know where it rolled to. Oh, butterfly. All right, put that back up there. Okay. All right. Well, it doesn't want to sit back up there, so we'll just put you right there then. All right, so we might as well go ahead and get started. So we'll start off with, do earth first, and then we'll do fire, water, and air. All right, so let's go ahead and do some earth here. I got all kinds of cards out because I was going to get ready and do the readings, the monthlies yesterday, but I was just too much of a, I just didn't feel good enough. Like I didn't feel like I was going to be able to channel correctly due to some things that were happening on my end, excluding the loss of the internet. The internet was really no biggie. So just some things happening on my end that, it just kind of put me in that mood, and I just didn't want to be able to, I didn't want to offer readings if I didn't feel positive enough about it. If I didn't feel that I was going to be able to channel without putting my own emotions into it. So yeah, I just didn't do it. So, however, I still may be working on the monthlies. I may just go ahead and record them on my computer and put them on my jump drive, and then it's beautiful outside. I can walk downtown, hit the internet, down the river, or something along them lines. Well, there's a will, there's a way, right? That's that attitude of gratitude that Spirit was talking about. All right, Earth signs. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use the animal oracle cards, the power animal oracle cards for the readings today. So for the earth signs, we have the monkey coming through for you. It says ingenuity. The situation calls for adaptability and innovation. So you have the monkey spirit around you. I'm not sure how to take this down. I guess I could. Let me be patient here. Let me move you down a little bit. I had you sitting up on a chair so you can see the cards. Okay. So the monkey spirit telling you to adapt to the situation. It calls for innovation. It calls for to have ingenuity. Spit that out 10 times. But I see it more as being called to adapt to a certain situation. So what are you adapting to? Your surroundings, right? You're adapting to your surroundings today, or signs. So let's go ahead and pull and see where your heart is at, or signs. Where's your heart at today? Yeah, transformative love. So your heart is going through a transformation. Why? Because you are facing any emotional insecurities that you could be feeling, right? So you're being called to adapt to this transformation. You're being called to, be that monkey. When I look at a monkey, I see humor, right? I love monkeys. I think that they're very funny. I think that they're very funny. They're very humorous. They have a way of, just for that, it fell over. They're very humorous. They're very, I don't even know how to, I personally do love them. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, so let's see what's some advice from the crows for you today for July 27th. That could be why Spirit is telling you to open yourself up to divine love, right? Be receptive to the healing power of the divine today. Adapt to that healing power. Allow it to flow down through you into your heart chakra. So what do the crows have to say? Yeah, why? Because you're capable of amazing things, earth signs. You're capable of amazing things. More than you think you are. They're telling you to be that monkey, be human, be humorous, find a little bit of humor in the situation. Be perceptive to what's going on around you. That's that adaptability. It reminds me of the chameleon spirit. How he can just learn how to blend in. So what else? Yeah, I feel like making dreams come true. So you could literally be having perhaps some, you could be working some emotions out in the dream states, where you got your ancestors perhaps coming through and offering you love, offering you healing. I know the other night I had a dream. Was it last night? Not last night, the night before. So it'd been yesterday morning. I got up and did what I had to do, laid back down, went right back into the dream. I had a dream I was moving and my biological mom was in it. And she knows how I feel about her. So why she would even attempt to show up in my dreams. But anyways, right? So veil hidden. So I feel like they're telling you to stop hiding behind these insecurities. Stop hiding behind things that you could be denying, right? With Neptune retrograde in Pisces in 22 degrees, Neptune is the planet of illusions, right? So stop hiding behind them emotional illusions. It is time to make your dreams come true. Why? Because you're capable of doing it. All right. So I feel like making dreams come true, right? So we got the rainbow coming through here, a sense of renewal. So you can come into alignment with the things that you want in life. You are capable of it. You are capable of amazing things if you put your mind to it. So they're telling you to have an attitude of gratitude, to open yourself up to the healing power of the divine, because the divine is trying to shape you into this sense of renewal and bring you into alignment with the things that you can create, things that maybe you are What does it say? I will benefit if you engage in creative and a spiritual search, right? So you're capable of this creative. You're capable of creating the things that you're dreaming about. Things that maybe okay, in my case with the jewelry, right? I sit down and I created a whole bunch of jewelry, right? I was capable of doing that. What I did was I took a bad situation and I switched it around and channeled it into a good situation. And I feel like that's what they're telling you, Earth signs. You're capable of doing the exact same thing, right? All right, so let's go ahead and pull. Oh, there they are. I was looking for my crystal cards. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal card. What crystal card do they recommend for you, Earth signs? We have the Hawk, pure sight, observation, awareness, and perception. I'm sorry for the glare. So the hawk, what does a hawk do? They perceive things from a higher perspective. Spirit of hawk, teach me to be observant and perceptive so that I may see the truth. Thank you. Aho. See the truth that I am capable of creating the things that I dream about. I am capable of coming into alignment in my heart space and transforming it, right? An armadillo, amethyst, self-protection, vulnerability, and boundaries. So you have a hawk and an armadillo, spirit animal with a monkey. Spirit of armadillo, teach me how to set boundaries while trusting my instincts so that I am not afraid to be vulnerable. Thank you. Aho. And that is that heart space, right? That heart space, transforming and opening yourself up to being vulnerable, to making things come true and not hiding behind any insecurities. So that is what the hawk is telling you. Observe that. Observe that the fact that the divine is trying to get you to align to this transformation. And then you have a flamingo. So you got all kinds of spirit animals today, Earth signs. Heart healer, balance, and grace. The heart card is transformation. Spirit of flamingo, help me feel and release my emotions so that I may find balance. Thank you. Aho, right? So there you go, Earth signs. Those are your messages for today. Thank you for watching, all Earth signs. All right, so let's go ahead, pull these cards back up. Okay, there it is. And then we'll move on into, excuse me, we'll move on into fire signs is next. Sorry for the wobbly. I got my pen and paper on the table, so the wobbly energy is because I'm writing. All right, so fire signs. Let's see what spirit animal wants to come out for you. And what their message is. The links, discernment. Look beyond immediate appearances. All right. So, fire signs, you're being called to look beyond what is immediately in front of you and use your power of discernment. So, fire signs, you have a kitty cat, a form of a kitty cat, not a domestic cat, a wild cat, but it's a lynx, right? That is helping you to look beyond the immediate appearance so that you can open yourself up to this love from perhaps your ancestors or just the divine in general. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in your heart space. What's going on in the fire signs heart space? Ooh. All right, so this card literally popped out, leaning on the floor. Partnerships. Partnerships. So what I see is, let me hold this up here. Look at the swan. Right? there's two swans on this card. One swan's looking right over at the cat, and the other swan got his head down. So I feel like Spirit is telling you, fire signs, the divine, first of all, is trying to, your ancestors, the divine, the universe, is trying to heal you, trying to heal your heart, right? So I feel like you need to look beyond what is immediately in front of you and use your power of discernment when it comes to your heart space. I see rose, I see a couple of roses on there, so that tells me to stay in the present, stay in the present moment. So I do see swans. I feel like when it comes to relationships or some sort of a partnership in general, I feel like you need to open yourself up to the love of this partnership. Don't put your head down, right? Don't put your head down. Don't hunker away from it. Look at it. Look at it from, maybe a higher perspective. Look at it from a higher perspective, because you are, I am open and receptive to the healing power of the divine love. So you need to look at it from a higher perspective instead of what is immediately in front of you. Don't hunker down and don't hide from it, right? Because the divine is trying to heal your heart space. So you need to look at it from a different perspective. Use your power of your discernment, because again, there's something rooted within you when it comes to your emotions that needs to be healed. So let's go ahead and get some crow's advice for you fire signs. Yeah, self-reflection. So again, reflect within yourself. So let me hold that card back up there. So this person is looking at the reflection back within their emotional body, right? So again, it's about looking beyond that immediate appearance of your own emotions, because there's something being reflected back to you that needs to be healed. So you need to open yourself up to the universe, to your ancestors, trying to heal any emotions, right? So again, be perceptive of your surroundings. Also, the moon in Pisces tells us that face them insecurities, right? Face them insecurities, face them inner wounds when it comes to love, when it comes to partnerships, right? So you need to look at a situation from a different perspective, because I feel like there's something being reflected back to you that needs to be healed when it comes to partnerships. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull another crow's advice for the element of fire. Yeah, girls just want to have fun. So I feel like they're telling you to have fun, right? Open yourself up to the possibility, especially with the feminine energy. The feminine is currently in Virgo. The divine feminine, the planet of Venus, is currently in Virgo. So you need to become more practical. Be more practical with this healing power. Be more practical with, like, look beyond with what is immediately in front of you and become more practical. It's like lighten up a little bit, because guess what? If you don't lighten up a little bit and have this attitude of gratitude, the fact that something is being reflected back to you that needs to be healed, guess what you're going to do? You're going to stay stuck. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify. Self-reflection. Yeah, look at that. It's being revealed. You're seeing it with your own two eyes, fire signs. They're revealing it to you. So what is being revealed is being reflected back to you when it comes to love, when it comes to partnerships. And you need to use your own discernment. Because again, what's being revealed back to you is that the divine is trying to heal these insecurities, right? They're trying to heal them. Girls just want to have fun, right? bridge reconciliation. So, girls just want to have fun. So it could be what's being revealed back to you is your own insecurities when it comes to partnerships, right? And use your discernment when it comes to perhaps bridging a gap between you and another person. Look beyond the immediate appearance that is being reflected back to you. So something could be mirrored back to you today, fire signs, that you need to listen to your intuition about and open yourself up to being receptive to what is being reflected back to you. Have fun with it, right? Have fun, because the fact that you have the opportunity to bridge this gap with somebody, to offer a reconciliation or to have a reconciliation with another person. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal card for you. What is a crystal that you recommend for the element of fire to carry with them today? Crystal. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have the dragonfly coming through, labradorite, enlightenment, dream time, and illusions. So Neptune, the planet of illusions, is currently retrograde in Pisces, and the moon is in Pisces. So it is about facing them illusions on an emotional level when it comes to a partnership. Again, looking beyond the immediate appearance that is being reflected back to you. Labradorite is, I have a piece. It's somewhere stashed up on the altar there. All right. So Spirit of Dragonfly, help me break down my illusions so that I can see my true reality, right? That discernment, looking beyond the immediate appearance, seeing your true reality. So you have the dragonfly coming through with a kitty cat. Look beyond your immediate appearance, because something is being revealed to you today, especially with Neptune retrograde in Pisces in 22 degrees and the sun in Leo for 4 degrees, 44 minutes. That you can't, that's very synchronistic, very, very synchronistic. Fire signs. So those are your messages. Okay, so let's move on into the element of water. All right, the element of water. So let's pull your animal card, water signs. For the element of water. What animal wants to come through for the element of water? Okay, we have the bear. Boundaries, stand your ground. All right, water sign. So you need to enforce some boundaries today. With this bear energy, this bear tells me you got the strength to do so. Bears are, I really don't know too much about bears other than they're huge animals. I feel like they're a lot more scarier than what they truly, truly are. But I feel like you need to stand your ground, put up these boundaries with somebody. And this bear is moving forward too. So let's go ahead and pull what's going on in the heart space for the element of water. Heart space for the element of water. Well, you got 2. So you have heart storm. So your heart is crying the blues, and a past love. All right. So what I see is you need to stand your ground, perhaps from somebody from the past. Somebody from the past who broke your heart. You need to put some boundaries with that. You need to put some boundaries with your past as well. It's like your past has kept you in these blues. Your past has caused your heart to cry, caused your heart to be blue. So I feel like there could be somebody from your past coming back today, water signs, that, has hurt you or has caused your heart to be blue, has caused you to shed some tears, right? And they're telling you to be this bear, set them with them and make sure you stand your ground. You may want to say, look, you hurt me, once bitten, twice shy. At least that's what I would say. So let's go ahead and see what the crow's advice is for you, water signs. So what advice do you have for the element of water? Oh, I put these in a long pile. Okay. Yeah, celebrate. Celebrate the fact that you can stand your ground. Celebrate the fact that you're putting boundaries up with this past energy. Because why? Because now you're going to harvest the magical power of the divine love that perhaps you wasn't opening yourself up to before, right? So let's go ahead and pull another card. Right? Make a wish. Something that you have wished for. It could be coming your way today. So something that you have wished for perhaps could be manifesting today. And that is why you're celebrating. So whatever wish, and I feel like that's divine coming in and saying, hey, water signs, we love you. Now we're going to manifest this wish, but for you to actually get this wish granted, you need to set some boundaries with some past emotional energy that perhaps you've been carrying for a while, because now it's going to be a time to celebrate and harvest this wish. So you need to open yourself up to the power of the divine and allow their love to manifest this wish. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify celebration for the element of water. Yep, look at that, confirmation. Confirmation. So if you're getting some sort of chills or these little pricklies, in my case, my leg hairs low. I apologize for that. My phone just rang. All right, so make a wish. Look at that. Feel at peace, right? So you could be wishing to have peace in your life, wishing to let go of this past emotional energy and to feel more at peace and celebrate the fact that the divine is loving you and that healing power is coming down through you. And if you look on this card, the clouds are dissipating, right? The clouds are dissipating. So this emotional blues that you have had are finally going to dissipate, and you're going to open yourself up to the divine love through what? Standing your ground and celebrating the fact that, you've been through a lot and now there could be some sort of a wish being granted. But it's like, I feel for some of you, you could be wishing to have this peaceful energy. You could be wishing to be at peace. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to set boundaries up. Right? Set boundaries up, these emotional boundaries. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal for the element of water. So you have golden quartz, energizing, clearing, and healing. Solar plexus, third eye, and crown chakras. I did see the clouds on here. I am amazing. Yeah, I'm amazing. So the golden healer quartz will help you to feel energized. It'll help to clear this emotional storm that your heart has been in from the past. It'll help you to heal it and help you to feel more at peace so you can celebrate and have, again, this attitude of gratitude. right? All right, water signs. So those are your messages. Let's put that tree back up there. Alrighty, so air signs. All right, air signs. So what animal wants to come through for the element of air? What animal wants to come through for the element of air for today's message? Hello, viewer. I see you popping on and going back off and popping back on. I don't blame you. Sometimes these messages take forever. All right, so air signs. So the antelope, decisiveness, make a decision and take the appropriate action. So you need to make some sort of a decision today, air signs, because I feel like the divine is trying to get you to heal something in your life. Look at the antelope is looking right back at you. So let's see where your heart space is for the element of air. Where is your heart space? Yeah, look at this, round and round. So you keep going around and around and around with something, and that's why they're telling you to make some sort of decision. Make some sort of a decision that you've been going around and around and around with. And then take the appropriate action to whatever your decision is. I see, this is a carousel horse. There's one horse up right here in the center, and then these two horses are down. So I feel like, again, there's times when you feel up, you feel like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then there's other days where you feel down and out, like, oh, I just can't do this, right? I just can't do it. So let's go ahead and see what the crow's advice is. So they're telling you to just make the decision already. Make the decision, because the divine is all around you. They're trying to help you to heal and to make the decision. Yep, self-reflection. So, it's being reflected back to you, this round and round energy for you, air sign. So what's being reflected back to you is the down days where you don't feel so secure, right? You don't feel so secure, and you don't feel like you are, that if you make the decision, you're not going to benefit from it, so it's being reflected back to you that it's time. It is time to open yourself up and receive the love and make the decision and take the action to perhaps heal them insecurities. Love what you do and do what you love, right? It's time to make a decision to do what you love. Love what you do and do what you love. Make the decision. It's time to take that action to do that. And open yourself up, because again, the divine is all around you. They're trying to show you that they love you, right? They're trying to show you that they love you. So quit going around and around and around, and it's being reflected back to you why you keep doing this. So self-reflection, yep, look at that. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Become aware of what is being reflected back to you. So for some of you, there could be something mirrored back to you. Love what you do and do what you love. Yep, blue. Serenity, tranquility, and peace. So there could be, blue is heart chakra or throat chakra energy. Blue is about communication. So love what you do what you love. If you want to make communication, right, it's being reflected back to you that it's time to make a decision, right? And then take the action to love what you do and do what you love, such as perhaps communicate something, feel at peace, right? Feel at peace, tap into your intuition, because and take the appropriate action, because I feel like something is being reflected to you today. We have a feminine on that card, so it could have something to do with, the feminine is in Virgo. The divine feminine, Venus, is in Virgo. That's about becoming more practical, right? Becoming more practical. So let's go ahead and see what crystal they recommend for you, air signs. So it's that decision. It's time to make a decision today. It is time to stop going around and around with it. It is time to become aware of what is being reflected back to you, so that you can feel at peace, so that you can, it's all about love, right? Love what you do and do what you love. To feel at peace, have that energy of serenity, and open yourself up to the divine. Listen to your intuition. Stop denying what is being reflected to you. All right, so we have Tiger Iron, root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras, grounding, balancing, and courage. Give you the courage to take the action. I am strong. Give you the energy, the courage, the strength, especially with the sun, 4 degrees, 44 minutes, Leo, right? Tiger, Leo. Leo the lion. It's a form of a cat, regardless if you call it a tiger, a lion, or a lynx, or, stripes or Mr. Crowley. It don't matter. It's still a cat version. And then chlorite in quartz, detoxifying, purifying, and healing them emotions that you keep going up and down with. I am cleansed, right? I am cleansed. So there's something being reflected back to you that needs to be healed. I feel like you need to quit denying what is being reflected back to you today and take the appropriate action to heal and detoxify that, so that you can start loving yourself, start loving what you do and doing what you love, so that you can feel more at peace. Could have something to do with communication. All right, air signs. So those are your messages for today, July 27th, 2021. All right. So don't be surprised if I decide to go live and start doing the monthlies. I haven't decided if I'm going to do them live stream or if I'm going to pre-record them and then upload them. But I am going to start working on them regardless. I have to do something because yesterday I was bored out my mind. That's why I threw myself into making jewelry. All right, so tomorrow the moon in Aries. Jupiter will be retrograde in Aquarius. And I'm not sure, but I know Mars is going to be entering Leo as well, or entering Virgo as well, over the next day or two. So there will be some changes going on up in the galaxy. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you all a very best Tuesday. Again, may all your wishes come true, and make sure that you open yourself up to the power of the divine today, because they're trying to heal any emotions that are rooted within you, to remove that cloudiness between your head and your heart. With that being said, blessed be everybody, and thank you for watching.